Y'all heard that hip-hop was dead out here in Texas. I guess you ain't get the memo.
Look, it's K.A. beat, man.
We bringing that real shit back. Put your cups up and let's have a toast.
Here's the good music. We probably have to force them just to distribute it. Mainstream polluted, change I refuse it. I know this shit bound to start a movement. This the new Houston. Here's the good music. We probably have to force them just to distribute it. Mainstream polluted, change I refuse it. I know this shit bound to start a movement. This the new Houston. I'm contemplating as the sweet burn. Everybody singing and dancing, now it's the streets turn. Arsonist on track, I set the spark and let the beat burn. Most niggas claiming that they hold and be the least burn. This the new Houston, better make way. This the new Houston, better make way. This the new Houston, better make way. You can't do shit but witness what's finna take place.
Okay, I'm super blow, right above the cloud, shit, I'm high as a bird and I don't think I'm coming down. It's about 9 in the morning and I'm smelling like an ounce of some shit you can't pronounce. Found my bong, pulled it out, then I light up. Firefighters might get called out, a disturbance, so what I'm burning got the house fogged out. I'm on a permanent elevator that's constantly going up. In 24 hours you know that Marcus be rolling up. Some of the best kush. Yeah, I'm on my fly shit now. Feeling like I really beat the pilot out. That's when I seen this chick who was wildin' out. But that's what that liquor and all them lines about. The mama really can't keep her composure. Grabbing on my shirt, telling me to pull her closer. Girl, I hardly know ya, but I would really show you the time of your life if I didn't see you throw up. Falling over everybody can't stand straight. And though the mama is a dime, it's a damn shame. She following every nigga to get a drink and telling her.
Bayou City Reviews, Double, Rhino, Dizzle. This review will be Manchild's second mixtape that we have knowledge of, which would be Spaced Out. We've already covered Turbo Life.
That was only the second? Spaced Out?
According to Dat Piff, Preseason came out first, and Spaced Out came out second.
Alright.
So, overall, I'm on record for vouching for Spaced Out on the Turbo Life. From when I heard it before, I liked it. I heard it again, I liked it. And it makes me... What?
I was listening.
Oh, okay. You keep making these sudden gestures. But it makes me think that he might have officially gone to the dark side. Because Turbo Life is nothing like this, and I don't know why it wouldn't be. As far as lyrically,
well, I mean, who knows what happened in between that gap? The Spaced Out dropped in 2011. Turbo Life just dropped last year.
Turbo Life dropped this year. In January.
January 2014. So that's a 3-year gap. Who knows what the fuck happened in between that?
Well, I mean, he has other projects in between, you know, but I mean, because the last thing I heard from Manchild before Turbo Life was Freak 14. I think that was something he dropped like on a Valentine's Day or some shit like that I already knew I wasn't gonna like, because he dropped it on Valentine's Day for a reason. I believe, at least I remember it was being something like that. I could be fucking wrong. But anyway, going into it, me wondering why it was called Spaced Out. You know, I think he did a good job of explaining it to Debbie Deb in the interview intro. But I don't really hear about Spaced Out anymore. I always hear about Turbo Life now, so I kind of wonder what happened.
It's kind of current, technically.
Well, I mean, he considered Spaced Out like an actual Spaced Out movement. Now Turbo Life's the movement.
Gotcha.
So I'm just saying.
I got you.
Yeah. Going into it though, man, that fucking Devin the Dude killed
that's the hardest song.
That was a super dope track to start off with.
He killed that bitch, man.
That was super dope.
He killed it.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. Y'all ruined it for me. Because y'all hyped it up so much.
So
it goes in the bank is one of my
it gets this, you know what I'm saying? But y'all like super hyped so much that I was like, oh. I mean, it's good. I give it 2 thumbs up. It's like, damn.
I feel like, I think he got his props off of preseason, but I remember when this motherfucker dropped though, everybody liked it. And like, if he wasn't the man at preseason, he was definitely the man spaced out. As far as I'm concerned, you know, especially as far as earning it too, because this is a good project to me. It's not anything that I will go listen to, because it's just not the type of stuff that I listen to, as far as, but that's my complaint about Manchild all the time. But it's not to say that it's not a good project. Lyrically, on point, flow, on point. To me, he out-raps his features. Kiki, Zero, I don't think he out-raps.
He didn't rap on there as hard as
toe-to-toe with him.
As hard as I thought he was going to. I thought, as far as acrobatics.
Because Manchild,
that's what I thought I was gonna do.
That's because, like I said in the preseason review, he's not a punchline rapper to me. He's a very good conceptual rapper who can hit you with punchline. If Manchild goes on the offense, he's gonna bring out the punches. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but as far as just making songs, he doesn't make punchline songs.
I got you.
I think he spit to the concept and groove of the project.
Very well.
It was a laid-back joint.
Yo, that fucking No Trust with Ira Perez.
Hey.
I was like, who is that? Oh, I'm bad. Go ahead.
I did too. I was like, I looked her up on Twitter and followed her. I was like,
really?
Who the hell is that? I thought she was dope.
And real quick before you go, man, there was the hottest in the city was Slim Thug and J Dog. I was like, who the hell singing this hook? Because it didn't say.
Damn, if you want to ask me, I could have told you. It's a light skin, y'all.
Anyway,
goddamn. something blocker or some shit like that.
Something blocker.
Never heard
it's gonna come to me.
Whenever it comes to you,
he was hot for a quick.
Whenever it comes to you, just blurt it out so you don't forget.
I want to say like some blocker or something. He's an R&B cat though. Light skinned R&B cat.
That Stay the Night song with Ira Perez to me was strong. And that's a chick song. I thought, that was just a good song. Period.
Yeah.
Whether it was
Manchild makes good songs. That's why Turbo Life was so fucking.
Stay the Night was so. Get Off Me.
Get Off Me was that shit.
That Soldier. Even the Soldier Boy.
Nah, I can't get it.
No.
Don't push.
Don't go.
That song wasn't that bad.
Nah, that song was horrible because Soulja Boy killed it. If he paid for that verse, I hope he kept his receipt because he ought to go do an exchange or a return.
Remember When was thrown. No Trust, Never Alone.
Y'all pretty much stole everything I said. It's 13 songs. It's one of my favorite projects, especially Houston projects. They go in there. They go in the vault with Bar Baby, Fat Rat with the Cheese. I mean, it's one of my Houston favorite projects.
You don't fuck with Hardest Spitting Little though.
What? Man, what that? Oh, yo, man, let me even start.
Goddamn classic.
Yeah, man. I feel like the first half of the project went harder than the second half, but the overall whole deal went hard. The hottest in the city, Jam. Never Low was my favorite cut. I like the Ira Perez and Get Off Me was my shit too. I think he outspeak Kiki on Fire. I would say he went toe to toe with Roe, but Kiki got washed hands down.
Kiki been getting washed a lot.
Whoa.
Man. Hey, Kiki used to be one of my favorite. Him and Pollo probably two of my favorite.
Not only
over Fat Pat.
Just two of them.
Okay.
Oh no, Kiki's my personal favorite.
Yeah, growing up, that was my dude. And now I'm at the point like,
y'all thought Kiki's shit was whack on that?
He had the whack.
Kiki not going hard anymore, dog.
Man,
he not going hard.
It's like I feel like he's stuck in that time zone. That 9-6, 9-7.
That's why I like it.
Normally but he doesn't evolve.
He's not even going as hard as he used to. Like back then, he used to go hard. Now it's kind of just
I guess I can. I'm so partial.
The last verse
that's all I want to
hear. Go hard on was that I'm chasing the paper in the morning. Call me Houston Connor. That was the hardest verse I've heard from him in a long time. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he's trash. I just don't think that he's not.
He's not holding weight like that.
Nah, not anymore. But a lot of them aren't though. I've always said.
I can do that.
I understand what y'all are saying, but that's just what I like.
He falls in the category of Snoop Dogg, Power Wall, Bun B now, because I don't think Bun is snapping like he used to. You know what I'm saying?
Not on the features for sure.
He tried to show his ass on the new Killer track. You heard that? Bodies. Yeah.
But anyway,
That's what I'm talking about. I feel like he went in. Actually, I ain't gonna say he went in, but on the "We Are Not the Same," I think he had the weakest verse on that track.
You thought Jada or Short Dog got it?
Actually, I think Short Dog had the hardest verse on there. I think he even outshined Killer on that beat. And I'm not even the biggest Short Dog fan. I think so.
I think Killer washed everybody on that one.
Let me ask you a question though. As we all in agreement that this is a good album, or a good mixtape.
Very
no
good.
doubt.
Why go away from this though? Can you think that he's not? Do you think he won't get paid off of something like this? Cause it skyrocketed him. So why go away?
He'll peak somewhere in the middle if he kept doing that. I think he's trying to make that big busting in the industry.
Yeah, maybe he's spending most of his time.
But these are good industry songs though. You can't hear none of this shit. Topping, what the hell on Turbo Life can you hear topping radio?
Oh, I would love to hear this shit.
Yeah,
but I don't.
What I'm saying is, these songs to me
I
sound.
guess that ain't a question for me because I don't know why in the fuck he did.
These sound like they would be good songs for him to be on national radio, and he's still doing a good job spitting.
Well, yeah, Get Off Me. I wonder.
So that's the first song I heard. Actually, that was the only song I heard until I stumbled across this shit on my own last year. That was my first time hearing the whole project before we even started thinking about doing this shit. And I was like, damn.
Well, I mean, I wonder how far Get Off Me went as a single, as far as like reaching, you know. I don't know. I don't know why the fuck he did what he did as far as going to the dark side. I can't.
I'm almost willing to bet that it went further than anything. You picked one song out Turbo Life, I'm sure it took him further than anything on that album would ever take him. Ever. Because you have a winning formula to where nothing on here is the same. I mean, they're conceptually the same, but I didn't think, like, I heard this song before. Why do you keep saying the same thing, man, child? Like, I don't think that when I'm listening to this.
So still the question at hand here is, why didn't he stick with this formula? And you're asking us, don't you think he could have gotten
exactly
to the same place without having to do that bullshit?
Or further. Because I said that I thought that Turbo Life sounded good sonically only because I think Manchild has a good flow and he teamed up well with Trap Whippers. So it sounded good.
That is actually a good question because that...
Whippers did all the Turbo Life?
Not all of it, but for the most part, it was someone else too. I can't remember. I remember off Turbo Life for sure.
You know, because this is music that stands the test of time. That Turbo Life fucking swag turn up shit's gonna go. Just like all the other.
It came out January 14th and didn't make it past January 16th.
As far as
people caring.
Did you see that somewhere?
No, did you hear about it at all?
Oh, okay. You saying like getting word about buzz?
Yeah.
Okay.
It lasted 2 days.
I think it's something like behind the scenes.
Damn.
Like, I mean,
you know, I guess
like,
it was
maybe AMG stopped. Now he has more say so. Or this, I think this is the route he wants to go compared to the whole record label having a whole idea, whole something.
That's fair. Yeah, I can see that.
Because he,
like that.
From what I've seen from like Twitter and shit, he's real hands-on pushing this Turbo Life shit, trying to come up with logos.
Is he still?
But that don't have shit to do with the content though, because he was very creative on here. What does his record label have anything to do with him not being creative? His song that he did on here for his.
I was meaning as far as I think this is probably just all him compared to when he had more influence and more say so involved in the Spaced Out and shit before.
Wouldn't it be the other way though?
How?
Wouldn't he have more pressure from a record label?
No, not pressure, just more
influence.
Input. Yeah. Import.
I think that for someone who's not signed to a major record label, who's an indie artist, I'm just assuming that it ain't all that much pressure.
Assumptions.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like Manchild can do whatever the fuck he wants to.
Trying to adapt to the times, or adapt to the times, the sounds, of the industry, and the people.
But nobody else really doing what the fuck he's doing.
I'm saying,
Nobody's
I think
doing
he's trying to adapt to that type of shit. But I don't think he does that shit well. This is what he does well.
But that's because
So I think
this
he
is
failed at trying to get with the times.
because this is Manchild. If I ever heard anyone do this, I'd be like, that dude sounds like Marcus Manchild. Listening to Turbo Life, I kept saying Marcus Manchild sounds like someone else. I haven't heard it, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna go.
These are assumptions. We are.
They are assumptions and questions.
I feel like he was very creative. He gave you as much as he possibly could. Told a story. Has a dedication song to his mom. You know, songs about this and that I want to say. I think he makes R&B rap songs. Cause he don't be singing. No, he don't. Cause he not singing on them. But all the content is about stuff that you hear in an R&B song. Breaking up with a chick, or
and kind of even how he does his hook sometimes. Looking down at you, lame.
And let me tell you something.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like he has. I feel like he has a good voice without the auto tune. Like when he does the melodic shit, he don't need the goddamn auto tune like he had all through Turbo Life.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? He did it without it on here, and I was like, that shit sounds great.
I was about to say if there was auto tune on this. I didn't hear it.
No, it was. I feel like it was just natural Manchild.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, this dude is fucking talented. You know, man, that's why I feel like he's shortchanged.
There's enough effects in recording music that you can do to not have to fucking fuck with auto tune. So fuck it.
Well,
how you really feel?
I'll say this too though. Since we are talking about Manchild, he did drop their song "What You Want to See."
Say what?
What You Want to See? Look, it's not on here. It's the song that he dropped like a couple of weeks ago.
Really?
This is the product. We were talking about this during the Kirko review. That said I'll wait till the Manchild review. He says in there that he's a god to these young niggas. The reason why I can't give it to him because if anybody is the god to the youngsters, it will be Kirko. And you can't be a god if Kirko is the hottest young nigga now. When you think about the youngsters who doing anything,
especially when you say he was born in '89, I said, God,
it's Kirko.
I keep forgetting how young he is.
Manchild was the man at one point in time, and that's why when he says like, "What you want to see," I want to see him back on the scene as one of the top Houston artists. Not being around the city, but new music, something. You know what I mean? Music that's gonna stand longer than 2 days. At least, especially it's for someone who's not really seen in the city, eventually you have to come back. If your city is not fucking with you,
you ain't gonna make it.
Go ask Mike Jones. Go ask Flip. I'm not taking shots, but if you really think about like your city is where you get your
point is credible, right?
Your buzz is coming from your city. You know what I'm saying? And I just think for someone who's a leader of a movement like that, it would be nice to hear more music. Not saying that he has to be all over the city doing shows, but give us something, you know, because to drop a song, What You Want to See, which is to me is a good song, but it's like he can't.
Is he asking in the song? Like, I hadn't heard the song.
I haven't listened to it.
It's called What You Want to See. When you say what, it's going to automatically be a question. So yeah, he's asking.
Well, he could be telling me like, I'm what you want to see. That's all I'm saying. It's a song about him like really asking the fans and shit like, what you want to see from me. Well, I'm gonna have to go listen.
Yeah, but it's just something where it's not anything like listening to a song. I'm not thinking I want to see something from him. I want to hear something from him. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn about seeing him at all. But I want to hear some good music come from him. Because out of sight, out of mind. Nobody's really thinking about it. I don't think anybody's.
What's the last good solo song you had? Problem?
I know he cold in these streets.
What?
These streets.
Man, you just Charlemagne him like that?
He cold in these streets. These
But,
streets belong to Killer, Doe, D-Lo, and that whole propane.
To be on the project, I guess, because I hadn't heard it in its entirety, and they had. I did enjoy it. Now it got hyped, but not in a bad way that like ruined it for real or anything. I did think he was gonna be on that bitch spitting harder, but it was fine that it didn't. That's what I thought was going down.
Not so much for the spitting. I just think the overall project was good. For
Right.
What he was trying to do, what he did, and the whole vibe he gave out for it.
I just expected something a little different, but it was still good, very good.
And I also want to say that I know everyone's goal is to get out the city, and because like Kirko, I mean, he's doing his thing outside of the city. That's great. You know, that's the whole goal. But at the same time, man, I feel like if you lose your city though, you don't really have much going for you out there.
Yeah, I give it to Kirko. He's throwing Houston down everybody's throat, no matter what he do.
Yep.
I don't know, man.
That ain't no shit.
I just for someone as talented as Manchild, man, I don't want him to get washed away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just, it's way too much. For someone as talented as him, and I'm saying he's a 5'2" artist, a 5'2" player, man, he really should be one of the faces of music.
Propane didn't do that shit. Like I don't understand why Manchild did it. Pro's still doing the fucking damn thing. I don't know why he jumped shit. Like I don't get it.
I mean,
I don't get it.
I don't know, man. I just feel like I don't know. I'm
We're beating the bag. The project was good. I liked it. I give it I'm right with an 8.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I'm gonna give it an 8.
Same here.
All the songs jammed. I fuck with it. I think he showed a variety. With the songs like Illusions, No Trust, Get Off Me. It's a little bit of everything. It's a nice laid back vibe. He's still spitting, he's giving you everything. You can't really ask for too much more. Oh man, I forgot to point out the song he got with Brian Angel, really jammed. The boy from
that was the one.
Day 26.
I didn't care for that.
What?
Well, I like Brian.
Wasn't being
by
honest.
himself, so I fuck with it. I liked it a lot. Representation. If he can reel back into 2011, Manchild.
Well, remember we're going off representation if it was from this project.
Yeah, I was kind of elaborating.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, but yeah, based off this project, I fuck with him. I wouldn't mind if he was the biggest fucking shining star from this city and state.
Representation of Spaced Out, absolutely. I mean, Manchild as an artist, period, I would like him as representation. Just not putting out bad music. I can't vouch for anyone putting out bad music. The grade on this, I give it an 8. I mean, he gave you everything he possibly could with good lyrics. I mean, it's good. It's not anything that I would go back and listen to over and over again, but the project was very good.
That's kind of what I gotta say about it. It gets an A because it was damn good.
Yeah.
But like I wasn't utterly wow, but still gets an A.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I agree.
very, very well balanced and whatnot. And yeah, representation solely based off that. Yep, I'd be with it.
Replay value, real quick.
It's not something that I'm gonna, cause it's not for
I have to
me.
say I'll snatch my 3 or 4 songs
Yeah,
off.
that's
like
what
I
it
normally
is.
do.
But but that's what every Manchild album is. There's some stuff on there that's just not for me. There's some things that I can fuck with, but it's here and there a lot of times. So I don't know.
That is.
Other than that,
Anybody?
anything else?
Check him out. Get behind this man. Check him out. See what he got going. I don't think he really has any shows in the H, but try to track him down. See what he got moving.
That's what I'm saying though. Out of sight, out of mind. It's just a warning. It's all I'm. Well, I'm not warning. I'm just saying that. Just gotta be careful with that, man. Like it's easy to blow up, get that certain type of fame, and then just be completely forgotten. And before you know it, you're forgotten. You know what I mean? Just new material. Like, it's been 4 months. And if
Drop a freestyle.
something, man. Because I don't hear nobody talking about just doing they shit. If they're talking about Pro and Doe, and D-Lo, and Roosh, they should be talking about Manchild.
Yep.
Bayou City Reviews, Marcus Manchild.
Stop. Smoking purple.
Drinking purple.
I don't know. Squares to fucking circle.
Yep.
Trees.
In the city. I'm the hottest in the city.
I'm the hottest in the city. So shawty wanna give it to the AMG young and shit. I'm stunning, want it in your stomach shit. I'm gon' give it to her, I'm coming and I'm drumming, but no band. I told her that I'm singing so she got no man. So I'm about to put her in the 3-point stands. I wonder if shawty could do it with no hands. So I'm like, damn, there she is. Own car, own house, and no kids. And shawty independent so she don't want shit. But a nigga like Marcus to give her dick, she saying this.
Don't wanna get hurt, so tonight I gotta
Here you go arguing. You say that you leaving, looking and searching for reasons. So you could say that I'm cheating, but you see me trying to reason. Okay, fuck it, now you fed up. What more can I do? You see how my life sped up. Not trying to put you last, but that's what you make it seem. Knowing music is my life and pursuing it was a dream. Now I finally got it and I turned it into reality. Leave if you wanna leave. I ain't say you had to be my wife, yeah.